Good afternoon. My name is Chuck Carter. I'm a volunteer with the CINC Marine Advisory Committee. Today, I will present an update on the Harbor Water Quality Project. This picture provides a good overview of Channel Islands Harbor, Edison Canal, 2,400 acres of agricultural land on the left side of your screen, 90 acres with 300 new homes at Harbor and Fifth in the middle of your screen, and the decommissioned power plant is on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Channel Islands Harbor was one of the cleanest harbors in California since it was built in the 1970s because of the circulation created by the pumps at the once-through cooling power plant. The pumps flushed most of the contaminants out to the ocean at the north end of Edison Canal. Today we will give you an update on the problem statement, potential solutions, project status, and action items. The Marine Advisory Committee has provided outreach to local, state, and federal legislatures and helped the city obtain over $3.8 million in state and federal funds, plus thousands of hours of volunteer work. For many years, agricultural chemicals and stormwater runoff has gone into Edison Canal and the harbor. These chemicals and runoff were not considered dangerous at that time, and the effects on the biosphere was unknown. Today, we know that the higher levels of various chemicals and debris can have a major effect on people enjoying the harbor, as well as being toxic to marine life. The problem was masked for many years by the pumps, but since the pumps were shut down, the harbor water quality has degraded, it's become more stagnant, and residence times have increased. One easy solution would be to reinstate the pumping. Let me show you a few slides that demonstrate the high levels of contaminants in the water, especially after a rainfall. The State Water Board standards say that bacteria levels over 104 mpn, most probable number of colony forming units, can be harmful to human contact and aquatic species. The Oxnard West drain discharges at Fisherman's Wharf. As you can see from the chart, bottom right-hand corner of the chart, Oxnard West reported bacteria levels over 9,000 mpn in December, 90 times above the standard. Most of the water in storm drains come from rain. However, storm water collects debris as it runs through the streets, including trash, motor oil, fertilizers, dog poop, bacterial virus, chemicals, and other pollutions. It affects all districts in the city. It's harmful to aquatic species. We need to keep our harbor swimmable, fishable, and sustainable. Craft Water Engineering confirmed high frequencies and exceedances for bacteria, metals, and pesticides were found in the agricultural drain, Edison Canal, and Mandalay Bay. Bifenthrin is one of the new pesticides with concentrations 20 times above the state water quality standard. Permethrin is another new pesticide which is present in the canal 15 times above the standard. While these pesticides are not harmful to people, they are toxic to aquatic fish and other aquatic species. On the other hand, Channel Islands Harbor is thriving with many visitors from all over Oxnard and surrounding areas who come here to walk, picnic, boat, fish, kayak, paddleboard, and just to enjoy the ocean. The harbor is a crown jewel for the city, which attracts new visitors and businesses. The city hired Craft Water Engineering to create a feasibility study and implementation plan. The potential solutions are best management practices such as source control, non-structural BMPs like street sweeping and signage, upstream structural BMPs like the filtration systems installed on some of the storm drains in River Park, Seabridge, and Westport, and receiving water strategies like reopening the north end of the canal. Craft Water presented their draft mitigation strategies in January and included over 20 potential BMP solutions with fact sheets, cost-benefit analysis, implementation considerations, and evaluation metrics. They're in the process of collecting additional stakeholder feedback and refining cost estimates. Final mitigation strategy is due in July. The implementation plan is due in October. And the Oxnard Public Works Department will review the possible BMP solutions and recommend the best alternatives to the City Council. The action items are: we are asking you to be aware of the problem and support the proposed Harbor Water Quality Implementation Plan. As you can see from this chart, this is certainly a citywide, countywide project. We need support from elected officials, neighbors, environmental groups, the Farm Bureau, the Water Board, the Coastal Commission, all stakeholders. We're available to provide more detail at future meetings or answer your questions today. Thank you.